Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Are Ridge and Steffy set to discover Carter's concealed intentions? The Bold and the Beautiful, November 14, 2024. As Carter Walton fiercely defends Hope Logan's role at Forrester Creations, Ridge and Steffy Forrester are left wondering what's behind his unexpected loyalty. On the November 14 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, tensions rise as Ridge and Steffy Forrester remain perplexed by Carter Walton's sudden intense support of Hope Logan and her position at Forrester Creations. Meanwhile, Finn's confrontation with Deacon Sharp stirs up even more drama surrounding Hope's recent actions. Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McKins Wood, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, are baffled as Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, continues to advocate for Hope Logan's, Annika Noel, reinstatement at Forrester Creations. Carter's loyalty seems to have come out of nowhere, causing Ridge and Steffy to speculate on his motives. While a romantic connection might seem likely, the two remain unaware of any personal ties between Carter and Hope, leaving them in the dark as to why he's pushing so hard for her. Elsewhere, John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, heads to Il Giardino, where he encounters Deacon Sharp, Zane Cannon, the restaurant's owner and Hope's father. The two engage in a tense conversation about Hope, with Deacon standing firm in his defense. Hope has insisted her recent lingerie incident was a misunderstanding, but Finn remains unconvinced, suspecting she may have been trying to pursue him. Deacon pushes Finn to give Hope the benefit of the doubt and even encourages him to convince Steffy to reconsider her firing decision, but Finn has no intention of interfering with Steffy's judgment as co-CEO of Forrester Creations. While Deacon and Finn's disagreement doesn't escalate into a physical altercation, the clash reinforces the ongoing tension around Hope's controversial behavior. Meanwhile, Ridge and Steffy's curiosity about Carter's newfound alliance with Hope only grows stronger as they speculate about what could be motivating him. As Carter's defense of Hope raises suspicions and Finn stands firm on Steffy's decision, The Bold and the Beautiful continues to ramp up the drama at Forrester Creations. With a secret romance brewing and mounting confusion over Carter's motives, viewers can anticipate even more twists and revelations as this story unfolds. The drama on The Bold and the Beautiful continues to escalate as November heats up, and one of the most intense storylines is the ongoing battle for Hope Logan's future. In an emotional and high-stakes episode set for November 14, two powerful men, Carter Walton and Deacon Sharp, find themselves in an unexpected confrontation, both fighting for Hope's well-being in their own ways. While each man has his own reasons for wanting to protect Hope, their motivations and methods are very different, setting the stage for a dramatic showdown that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. Carter and Deacon's roles in Hope's life have evolved over time, and now, as she grapples with the fallout from being fired from Forrester Creations, these two men will clash over how best to support her. With emotions running high and loyalties tested, this confrontation will have lasting consequences for all involved. The fallout from Hope's firing. The stage for Carter and Deacon's confrontation is set against the backdrop of Hope's recent firing from Forrester Creations. Hope Logan has long been a central figure in the Forrester family, contributing to the creation of the Hope for the Future line and playing a pivotal role in the company's success. However, Steffy Forrester's decision to fire Hope has shaken the entire Logan family and sent shockwaves through the business world. Hope has been struggling to process her ousting from the company, feeling blindsided and betrayed by her own family, particularly Steffy, who she thought was her ally. The decision has left Hope questioning her place at Forrester Creations, her self-worth, and her future in the fashion industry. As a result, she is emotionally vulnerable, and both Carter and Deacon, two men who care deeply for her, are stepping in to offer support. However, their involvement is not without tension. Carter Walton, the loyal friend and protector. Carter Walton has always been one of Hope's closest allies, both professionally and personally. As the Forrester Creations COO, Carter has seen firsthand the hard work and dedication Hope has put into the company. Despite his loyalty to the Forrester family, Carter has never hesitated to defend Hope when he believed she was being mistreated or overlooked. Carter's role in this upcoming storyline is that of a protector. He deeply cares for Hope, and though their romantic relationship has had its ups and downs over the years, he has always been there for her as a friend and confidant. His commitment to Hope is evident, and with her professional life now in turmoil, Carter will take it upon himself to be a strong source of support. However, Carter's protective nature could cause him to clash with others, especially if he feels that Hope is being unfairly treated by the Forrester family or that Steffy's decision was unjust. In the November 14 episode, Carter's frustration with the situation will come to a head. Spoilers suggest that Carter will confront Steffy, not only about her decision to fire Hope, but also about the broader implications of that decision. He may be questioning Steffy's motives and the long-term impact on Hope's career. Will Carter stand firm in his belief that Hope deserves a second chance at Forrester Creations, or will he be forced to accept Steffy's choice and the consequences that come with it? More importantly, Carter's loyalty to Hope will also lead him to take a stand against Deacon, who, while well-meaning, may be handling things in a much more aggressive and personal manner. Carter's protective instincts, combined with his past experience in corporate matters, will give him the upper hand in any confrontation with Deacon. But will his commitment to doing what's best for Hope clash with Deacon's more emotional, impulsive style of support? Deacon Sharp, the protective father. Deacon Sharp's involvement in Hope's life has always been a complicated one. As her estranged father, Deacon has had a tumultuous relationship with the Forrester family, particularly Steffy and Ridge. Deacon's past mistakes, including his time spent in prison and his more questionable choices, have put him at odds with many of the characters on the show. However, his love for his daughter, Hope, has been a consistent motivator for him throughout his journey. Deacon has always been fiercely protective of Hope, sometimes to the point of overstepping boundaries. With Hope now reeling from the devastation of her firing, Deacon will be more determined than ever to stand by her side and ensure that she doesn't spiral further. Deacon's motivations, however, come from a deep desire to see Hope succeed on her own terms, free from the influence of the Forrester family, which he believes has always undervalued her. Spoilers for November 14 indicate that Deacon will confront Carter in an attempt to protect Hope. Deacon believes that Hope has been wronged, and he feels that Carter, despite his good intentions, may not be the right person to help her in this moment of crisis. As a father, Deacon's protective instincts will be in full force, and he will make it clear that he's not going to sit idly by while Hope is hurt by the decisions of others. This confrontation is set to be heated, as Carter and Deacon have fundamentally different approaches to handling Hope's situation. Carter wants to help Hope through her professional setbacks and ensure she finds a new path forward within Forrester Creations, while Deacon wants to see Hope break free of the Forrester legacy and take control of her own future. Their clash will be a battle of wills, with each man determined to do what's best for Hope in his own way. The confrontation, Carter versus Deacon. The showdown between Carter and Deacon is poised to be one of the most emotional and intense moments in The Bold and the Beautiful in the coming weeks. Both men care deeply for Hope, but their methods and priorities couldn't be more different. As the two men come head to head, it will be a battle between practicality and emotion, with each arguing for what they believe is best for Hope's future. Deacon will accuse Carter of being too tied to the Forrester family's interests and too willing to compromise Hope's independence in favor of maintaining the status quo. He may argue that Carter is too caught up in corporate politics and isn't considering Hope's emotional needs in this crisis. Deacon may even go so far as to accuse Carter of failing to truly see Hope for who she is and what she's capable of outside of the Forrester legacy. On the other hand, Carter will push back against Deacon's more dramatic, reactive approach. Carter's argument will likely focus on the idea that Hope needs to stay connected to Forrester Creations in order to secure her future, and that leaving the company would be a mistake, especially after years of hard work. He may argue that Deacon's desire to protect Hope is ultimately misguided, especially if it involves pushing her away from the very company that has supported her success. Carter may also point out that while Deacon's heart is in the right place, his interference in Hope's career could make things even more complicated for her in the long run. The tension between these two characters will only increase as their confrontation escalates. The clash between Carter and Deacon is bound to create a ripple effect throughout the Forrester family, with Steffy and others possibly being forced to choose sides. In the heat of the moment, both men could say things they regret, leaving their relationships with Hope, and with each other, forever changed. The impact on Hope, At the center of all this conflict is Hope herself, who will have to contend with the fallout from both Carter and Deacon's actions. While she may appreciate their concern and love, she is also struggling with the deep emotional wounds caused by Steffy's decision to fire her. Hope will likely find herself caught between two very different worlds: the Forrester family's business world, represented by Carter, and her father's more rebellious, protective instincts, represented by Deacon. Hope may eventually have to make a choice between following the advice of her father, who wants her to distance herself from the Forrester legacy, and the guidance of Carter, who believes that she can still thrive within the family business. This decision will not only affect her career, but also her relationships with both men, as well as her standing within the Forrester family. What's next for Hope, Carter, and Deacon? As the drama unfolds, it's clear that Hope's future is uncertain. The support of both Carter and Deacon will be crucial to her next steps, but it's likely that their clash will force her to confront difficult truths about her own desires, her future in fashion, and her place within the Forrester family. The emotional stakes couldn't be higher, and viewers can expect a thrilling and unpredictable journey for Hope as she navigates this turbulent time. The upcoming showdown between Carter and Deacon will not only define their relationships with Hope, but will also set the stage for the next phase of the Forrester family drama. With emotions running high, alliances will shift and loyalties will be tested. One thing is for certain: The Bold and the Beautiful is delivering the kind of high-stakes drama that fans can't afford to miss. For oh Minnie, you said. Write about 1,500 word, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Will Ridge and Steffy uncover Carter's hidden motive? ChatGPT said. ChatGPT, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Will Ridge and Steffy uncover Carter's hidden motive? The Bold and the Beautiful is no stranger to power struggles, hidden agendas, and shocking revelations, and in recent weeks, one character in particular has been at the center of intrigue: Carter Walton. As a longtime member of the Forrester Creations team, Carter has earned his place as one of the company's most trusted executives, but recent developments have raised suspicions about his true motives, particularly when it comes to his involvement in Hope Logan's firing from the fashion house. Spoilers suggest that the drama is only going to intensify as Steffy Forrester and her father, Ridge Forrester, begin to dig deeper into Carter's actions, questioning whether his loyalty to the Forrester family is as strong as it appears. With Carter's personal relationships, his professional ties, and his growing frustrations all coming into play, the question on everyone's mind is whether Ridge and Steffy will uncover Carter's hidden agenda, and what that revelation will mean for their family and the future of Forrester Creations. The tension surrounding Hope's firing. To understand the stakes here, it's important to start with the current crisis at Forrester Creations. As the new head of the company, Steffy has been making bold moves to ensure the company's success, and one of her most controversial decisions has been firing Hope from her position overseeing the Hope for the Future line. Steffy justified the firing as necessary for the company's future, claiming that Hope's line no longer aligned with Forrester's evolving vision. However, the decision has left Hope devastated, causing a rift between her and Steffy, as well as her family members, who don't fully understand the reasoning behind it. Carter Walton, as the Chief Operating Officer of Forrester Creations, was directly involved in the decision-making process surrounding Hope's firing. His loyalty to Steffy and his professional obligations might have led him to support the controversial move, but Carter's personal connection to the Logan family, particularly Hope, has created an air of suspicion about his true motivations. While Carter has always been a staunch ally of the Forrester family, his actions recently have raised red flags. Is he truly acting in the best interests of the company, or is there something more at play behind the scenes? Ridge and Steffy's growing suspicion. Ridge and Steffy have always been protective of their family and their business, and when things don't align with their expectations, they aren't afraid to dig deeper. Spoilers for upcoming episodes suggest that Ridge and Steffy will begin to question Carter's loyalty and wonder if he had ulterior motives in supporting Hope's firing. Given Carter's close relationship with Hope and the Logan family, his involvement in such a decision is bound to raise suspicion. Steffi, in particular, is becoming more and more uncomfortable with Carter's role in the aftermath of Hope's firing. She's already had a difficult time justifying the decision to her family and is now beginning to wonder if Carter's motives are as pure as they once appeared. Steffi will likely wonder if Carter has an emotional stake in the situation that's influencing his actions, and she may start to see cracks in his professional facade. Does he have a hidden agenda? Could Carter have used the opportunity of Hope's firing to further his own personal interests or goals? Meanwhile, Ridge, ever the businessman, will take a more strategic approach. He's not one to shy away from questioning his employees or challenging those who make decisions that affect the family business. As Ridge observes Carter's involvement, he'll begin to scrutinize his actions more closely. Ridge is a sharp observer, and if there is even a hint of manipulation or self-interest on Carter's part, Ridge will not hesitate to uncover the truth. Carter's complicated personal life. One of the key factors contributing to the growing suspicion about Carter is his complicated personal life. Carter has always been a loyal and dependable figure at Forrester Creations, but his recent romantic entanglements have raised questions about his priorities. Carter's relationship with Katie Logan, as well as his long history with the Logan family, has led many to wonder if he's making business decisions based on personal feelings. Carter and Katie have had an on-again, off-again relationship, but they've always shared a deep bond. However, as Carter has become more involved with his work at Forrester, he's been forced to put his personal life on the back burner. Is it possible that Carter's lingering feelings for the Logan family, especially Katie and Hope, are influencing his professional decisions? Ridge and Steffi might begin to wonder if Carter is using his position at Forrester Creations to create leverage for personal reasons, particularly if he feels a need to protect the Logans, especially in light of Hope's firing. Steffi may feel betrayed if she discovers that Carter's personal relationships are influencing his business decisions. She could see his support for Hope's firing as more about his connections to the Logan family than about the greater good of Forrester Creations. Carter's loyalty to the Logans, particularly Hope, may begin to erode his standing within the Forrester family, especially if his involvement in Hope's firing is seen as anything less than purely professional. A rivalry reignited. Carter versus Ridge. Carter and Ridge have had their differences over the years, but things have been relatively civil between them until now. Ridge's protective instincts toward the Forrester family and his position as the patriarch of the company will put him on a collision course with Carter. If Ridge begins to suspect that Carter is acting in his own self-interest, his initial attempt at diplomacy could give way to a more direct confrontation. Ridge's loyalty to his family is unshakable, and if he believes that Carter is compromising the integrity of Forrester Creations, there will be no hesitation in calling him out. Ridge has been known to be a shrewd businessman, and he will not tolerate any hint of betrayal. If Ridge uncovers that Carter's hidden motives are affecting the Forrester business or family dynamics, it could lead to a serious confrontation between the two men. Ridge may even go so far as to question Carter's future at Forrester Creations if he perceives a breach of trust or personal bias. This clash between Ridge and Carter is not just about Hope's firing. It's about the underlying power dynamics at play within the Forrester family. Ridge, as the patriarch, is protective of both his legacy and his family's interests. Carter's perceived loyalty to the Logan family may now be seen as a conflict of interest. Ridge may start to see Carter as more of a liability than an ally, especially if Carter's personal connections are influencing his professional decisions. Steffi's role in uncovering the truth. While Ridge may take a more confrontational approach, Steffi's role in uncovering Carter's hidden motives may be more subtle. Steffi is incredibly intelligent and intuitive, and she has a deep understanding of how the Forrester family operates. As she becomes more suspicious of Carter's intentions, she may start to piece together clues that suggest there's more to the situation than meets the eye. Steffi will likely use her keen instincts to question Carter directly, though she may also rely on Ridge to do the heavy lifting when it comes to confronting Carter about his potential hidden agenda. The father-daughter duo could form an unstoppable team in this scenario, with Ridge taking the lead on the business side and Steffi providing the emotional insight into the family dynamics. Together, they could uncover truths about Carter's motivations that he has been carefully hiding. One of the most fascinating elements of Steffi's role is her emotional connection to Hope, which could influence how she approaches Carter's actions. Despite their professional differences, Steffi has always viewed Hope as part of the family. If Steffi discovers that Carter's involvement in Hope's firing was not entirely driven by business, she may feel deeply betrayed, particularly if it threatens her relationship with Hope. This could lead Steffi to take a more personal approach when confronting Carter, questioning his motives on both a professional and emotional level. The fallout. What happens if Carter's motives are revealed? If Ridge and Steffi successfully uncover Carter's hidden motive, the fallout will be significant. Carter's standing within the Forrester family could be jeopardized, and his position at Forrester Creations could be at risk. The Forrester family's trust in Carter may be irreparably damaged, and he could find himself facing severe consequences for allowing personal interests to interfere with business decisions. For Carter, this revelation would be devastating, as he has worked hard to maintain his professional integrity over the years. If he is forced to admit that he allowed his personal feelings for Hope and the Logan family to influence his actions, it could mean the end of his relationship with Steffi and Ridge. The Forrester family has always prided itself on loyalty and professionalism, and any hint of betrayal could have serious repercussions. However, it's also possible that Carter will be able to explain his actions in a way that redeems him, particularly if his intentions were not as sinister as they may initially seem. The question remains, can Carter regain the trust of the Forrester family, or will the damage be too great?